Remember when I said I was retiring? Well, someone tricked me, and his name is Papa Rogue. I'll show you. Papa Rogue is very good at manipulating me. Alright. He goes, Bird, how would you like another season of playing the great game of Mons? I don't know why. I should have just knew that was a red flag. Mons is not a good game. And Rogue being in the retirement home, drinking his rum and coke. Yeah, surely he's drinking something. Or Irish coffees. And thinking about, like, why do I play this stupid thing? And I said, where am I playing Mons? And he goes, yeah, MPL. And you know who I knew is in the MPL server? Jay Ricky. Where is Jay Ricky on the beat? He's washed forward. And I thought, ooh, Jay Ricky. He might be for good. So I thought, ooh, Jay Ricky. I like Jay Ricky on the beat. And then the worst part was, Aaron sent me this DM. Oh. Dang, I'm gonna have to find it now. Alright, we'll have to go through it, and Aaron's like, oh, Aaron cut it. Whoa, that's quite good. Yeah, that's... So, we have Drunk Aaron. Especially that one there. Yeah, so Aaron goes, he can't reliably edit for me, and I'm gonna have to edit my own MPL videos. Aaron, that's not very good. Now, I was thinking, right, now the question is, how try-hard do we go? Greg's an admin, so you already know I'm going to be annoyed like 9 out of 10 times because Greg's a weeaboo now. And Maddie moved to Japan. Zazo started watching anime. Like, we lost the great anime war, folks. Some people, well, you know, just need lolly hentai in their life. When it came to draft positioning, we got last pick, and I was like, thank goodness, finally. I wanted last pick, and you know, there's 3, 6, 9, 12 coaches. So I knew that because standard drafts, if they have 12 coaches, teams get a little bit more extra broken. Teams that don't have suffice that. There's 2 months that were contentious to be allowed. By the way, if you're one of those kids that thinks Mega Laddies are like contentious, just know that Mega Laddies are dog shit. And I still have never lost to a Mega Laddie. I've killed every Mega Laddie I've ever seen because I draft Mega more. Oh, thank you. So there was Tapu Lele allowed and Ash Grant. Now, just to give a quick thought on my opinion on Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele can be beaten, but it is absolute dog shit in terms of why can't I find a switch-in? There's like one switch-in I know of, which is AV Gigalith, and that's it. The next one is Ash Grant, and now Ash Grant is a mon that should never be allowed to touch the field, ever. Like, you can have regular Greninja, but never Ash Grant, because that's just absolute bullshit. So I knew that was the first and second pick. Noah drafted had like first pick, and then Irish Emerald had second pick. And then I looked at it, right, and I went, okay, this is going to be the draft that I finally get to use. Like, a core that's been theorized a lot. Blink Boy used it first, to my knowledge, in Summer Showdown, where he had Rain Taunty with Mega Medi. So that's where I sort of got the idea from. I've always wanted to try Mega Medi. Also, as well, shout out to Nicholas Bingham, who once theorized that Mega Medi is the most broken one in the format. Our first pick was Tornadosarian. It fulfills a niche criteria, being speed set over 110. Also, as well, I've been accused a lot recently of not understanding the premise of offensive momentum in drafts. That was something I really wanted to try to rectify with this sort of draft. Taunty on paper has a few weaknesses. Firstly, the electric weakness, but it's important to note that while I have the wheel pick, I can sort of patch weaknesses as I go. Also, as well, Torn is a Pokemon that has been theorized. Tornadus in particular has been really theorized recently as more of that Rocky Helmet defensive check in OU to Bulus, because what it allows it to do is it's looking at different capabilities. You can always creep down in draft format, and that's why I've always liked things like Mega Beedrill. But at the same time, there's definitely other Pokemon that can fulfill that. And I thought Tornadus is a good starting point. Also, as well, we know that it's going to miss like 800 moves, so sweet. So the next one we had was what was the next one? We had my boy Mega Medicham. Now Mega Medi, oh actually nickname. All right, so the first nickname for Tom T is the Flying Bob, because I used to go by Bob. Thanks to Palpy for that one, Papa Palpy. Next up we had Mega Medicham. Now Mega Medicham was a Pokemon that I wanted to draft because it had the way that 6-wood hacks used it in D-League. You know, why worry about missing HJK when the obvious solution is you're on Recover on your Mega Medicham? There's nothing that really wants to switch into Mega Medicham, and this was really amplified by for whatever fucking reason in the MPL, no one drafted Ghost types. So, thanks Mega Medi, you're good. Also, as well, it gets Elemental Punch-Ups, Bulk Up, Drain, Punch, those sort of shenanigan moves that you just want to have fun with. Girls just want to have fun. I said, girls just want to have fun. Next up, we got Garchomp. Now, Garchomp was a Pokemon that I didn't think I was going to get, but if I did get it, it was definitely something that I wanted to have. The reason I wanted Garchomp is base 102 speed, so I then sort of fulfill even better 2 months over base 100 speed. And in addition to that, Chomp is a Pokemon I really want to use. People who say Zygarde is worse than Chomp, I don't really know how true that is. We'll find out at the end of the season, but I definitely think that the comparison of the two is definitely warranted. The main issue of Zygarde is 1000 Arrows being an absolute bullshit move, and then at the same time, Garchomp's having a base 102 speed stat is just been always random, but fucking god tier. The next up, we had Heatran. Heatran is a Pokemon, shout out to Choice CJ, main one draft. Garchomp, named after the goat himself, Anthony Zazol. The reason why I drafted Heatran is because Heatran's Fire Steel typing. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, everyone knows that it's a Fire Steel type. Stealth Rocks is really nice. Magnum Storm also is really nice for trapping things. So, for example, if I want to trap something that, like, Heatran doesn't really want to deal with, right? So let's say I trap a bulky ground. Let's say I trap a Hippo. Alright? I was like, okay, well, when I look at this from perspective-wise, if I trap this Hippo, I can, you know, go into taunts pretty safely. I don't really care about Toxic. That's the reason why Toxic is a bullshit ability. Bullshit! Then the next one we got was Shaman. I really like Shaman from the way that I've been using it in the PBL. Shameless plug. I definitely think for 12 points, the same as Tang Growth. I wanted Tang, but Tang sniped again. Lucky and bad is something that only happens to me when I play. And I wanted this because I thought, well, it's a very good Pokemon. It feels like Grass type, so as I said before, trap bulky ground, go Shaman. Trap, and also as well, Shaman, you know, we just come down to ice weaknesses, because I think when you have Mega Medi and you have Heatran and there's so few good ice types, why not? Next up we have Silvally. Silvally, this is always going to be named after my boy Cos in the back. Silvally, it's just a bullshit thing. It's a mini Arceus, and it should be banned from leagues. Unless your name is Aaron2420, when people say, oh, Silvally's a mini Arceus, Aaron. Right, we're allowing Arceus, because if we allow Silvally and it's a mini one, this is overs. We allow the big ones. It's like we allow little Zygarde, and then we allow big daddy Zygarde. Fuck you, Aaron. No, I love you, Aaron. Keep editing my videos. Next up, we have Araquanid. Araquanid is very good. He's named Pedonison. If you don't know who Pedonison is, let's just say Mr. Beast for like 8 hours straight said, PewDiePie, PewDiePie, PewDiePie. I say like I've probably said since 1937, Pedonison, 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 Pedonison. He's a great man. He, you know, he's a big YouTuber that hasn't done anything wrong yet, except devalued competition points. Captain C-Team Pedonison. This is why you stick to draft format where C-teaming is the norm. But we got the Spooder. I just think when you get given the opportunity to get round 7 Araquanid with webs, it's going to be fun. Not for my opponents. Definitely not for my fucking opponents. But for me. But thank you, Pedonison. Next up we have our boy Drapion. Drapion, we're gonna call Omega LOL. Omega Jolteon says that he's like proud that he's retired from Pokemon. Omega, you're probably still in 5 leagues because you said you quit Mons about 25 times to me, but I don't believe you, Omega. You'll come back. You'll come back. They always come back. But also as well, who can forgo T-Spikes? Poison Dark is a really good defensive typing. Also as well, I've tried a lot of Muck, and we had Reckless Bat in the league. He wants Daddy's nut, and I don't know who his daddy is. From his subtweets, could be anyone, but I hope it's Greg, because those two are going to be a lovely couple. Oh my goodness, Nick's a tyrant and Greg's a tyrant. The two tyrants standing together. Gotta phone the police. But Drapion is really nice. Also nice speech stat as well. Next up we have Jake. I hope Aaron puts Jake's face in the mirror. He's actually going to be the week 1 thumbnail too, just because I feel like it, bringing the Rotom Frost. But Jake, he's a good Rotom Frost. The reason why Jake's a good Rotom Frost is that Electric Ice is like perfect coverage, and imagine just being like, I'm a little fridge. It's also a Z captain, because why not? There's not really too much to go over about Rotoms. It gets defog. It's a really shit defog compared to Volcarona. That's just my take on it, at least. Next up, we have Granbull. Now, Granbull is a very good mock. Called Max Rapture. I wanted a Fairy type, and I wanted a Cleric low tier, and then we took Granbull. And then last up, we took Lee Tung. I think I'm going to call it Cloud. Cloud likes random low tier crap. Isn't that right, Cloud? I love you, Cloud. That's one of my DMs. You know, like, when you've been hooking up with chicks in the club and they're ghosting you, I don't care. Cloud Envy still ghosting me, and I'm very envious of the man on the clouds. So we made 3, 6, 9, 11 picks. The graphic looks good. I don't have to touch it. Sweet, Aaron has to touch the graphics. Oh, good. Alright, until next week. Actually, no, we're going to go over our MPL Week 1 team builder, so Aaron has both of them to edit. Alright, now ladies, welcome to week 1 of the MPL. This week we take on a beautiful man known as the Max Rapture. This is a double live comment on a week 1 team builder because I feel like it. Recorded now because I feel like it. My team consists of, if you missed the draft analysis, watch Aaron's. Because that's just probably about as sensical as mine is. So we have Tornado, Therian, Mega Medi, Garchomp, Heatran, Shaman, Sylvania, Rackwind, Drapion, Rotom Frost, Granbull, Lickitung, and Max Rapture, the beautiful man from Down Under, has Celestial, Omega Altaria, Roserade, Starmie, Nidoqueen, Arcanine, Umbreon, Manectric, Conkeldurr, Alola Doggy. 10 picks. So we already know, if this was a competition of who could draft more Pokemon with a 110 point budget, we would win. Therefore, that's what we're aiming to do today. So this week, we're having some fun. When I first said in the draft analysis, no one drafted Mega Medi Switch-ins. I meant that. And Max Rapture is a beautiful man, but he just decided not to draft one. So the first one on the team that's slapped together right there was the beautiful Mega Medi Champ, aka 6-foot Hacks, the GOAT. No, sorry, that's 3-foot Hacks. Sorry, my mistake. Ramy's there like I told you. The investment was. Alright, let's see how much, because I'm actually doing this from cart. Let's see how much I know. From memory, it was 228 attack, because that meant they didn't change any of the major rolls, and it's still a bulk up at neutral. So if you bulked up, Intimidate Arcanine comes in that's impish. After Rocks does not take the HJK, and that was one of the most crucial counts. Also as well, it meant that at +1, nothing wanted to take 2 HJKs. Also as well, it meant that Mega Altaria didn't want to take his in headbutt. The speed creep, from memory, would have been was Roserade. Now Roserade is a Pokemon that can set up spikes and be just generally obnoxious, and it will not ever allow Max Rapture to get the opportunity to start attacking my team. The reason for this is because Max has a spinner on his team, being Starmie. Now Starmie is one of the best spinners in the format, in my opinion, because of its speed stat, and also as well, there's probably like 4 good spinners, and none of them are Hitmonchan. That's very important to make out. Turbo's turning in his grave. The way that I look at it was that you have the Mega Medicham, which his best pushing is like defensive Starmie, and also as well Roserade can like has a stack. Mega Medi needs to hit fast and hard. So 228 attack, and then it's like 200 speed, to maybe 212 speed from memory off the top of my head. I'll send Aaron the pace of the exact numbers on the fair. Also, massive shout out to the GOAT, Grant. Thank you again, my friend. Stay off Twitter, man. You're the GOAT. Go back to slaving in the sweatshop of graphics for $2 an hour. Very good. Good deal. I recommend. Now, the reason we had Drain Punch as well is because I thought, well, if I get into a hypothetical scenario where there's something like low HP, I don't want to necessarily risk a inaccurate move being HJK or Zen Headbutt, and also as well, Drain Punch doesn't really change anything. Now, what people are going to say is, why doesn't that change anything? Let's just say I'm playing Umbreon, I bulk up on the Predicted Protect, I then just Drain Punch, same as Selly, and that was the mentality going into this game. How do I distill information to a point where, well, what do I click? There's 3 fighting buttons on the screen, which one do I click? But it was always important to note that I was either going to click HJK or Drain Punch, and the bulk up was really only there for the predicted Arcanine switching in. There's no real reason to bulk up on anything else on his team. So that was our next. The next time we have is the boy Rotom Frost. You know Jake, the GOAT. Now Jake this week was enough speed to speed creep Mega Altaria because it was ICMZ, because I looked at the calc and ICMZ, of course, Conkeldurr, and I thought, oh, that's funny. That is very, very funny. Now that was something I wanted. So it was about 200 speed, and then it was 252 special attack. It was like 12 HP, 60 defense, because it did give me the best chance at living a Conkeldurr Mach Punch, including the guts boosted Mach Punch, which I thought was very important going into the game. Also as well, Defog, because it's not affected by spikes, and also on top of that, there is no real reason, in my opinion, to run Rotom Frost with any other move. There's no point running Will-O-Wisp, it always gives Conkeldurr a free switch, and I don't want to give him the opportunity to do that. Mega Altaria can also be predominantly special. Also as well, Roserade hit by Blizzard, Starmie hit by Volt Switch, Nidoqueen hit by Blizzard, Arcanine hit by Volt Switch, and that also then gives me the opportunity to go out into one of my more dedicated answers to the Arcanine. Umbreon, Volt Switch, Conk, Z Blizzard, Alola Doggy, Z Blizzard. So when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, sweet. So I've got a Volt Switch core into that Mega Main. Now, Alola Doggy's the only one. One more. Next up, the Flying Bob. This week we have Taunt, Hurricane, U-Turn, Heatwave. We speed creep Starmie, and I looked at the calc and I was mucking around. Do I want to be Orb? What do I want to be? I want to be Rocky Helmet. The reason why is I don't want to allow Conk to friendly Mach Punch him against my team at any one point or any moment given the battle. If I can force it into the Tornadus, make him take Rocky Helmet plus Burn. And also as well, from memory, if he didn't bring Umbreon, he doesn't have the best support for Conk. He has to rely upon Drain Punch. Taunt is also really nice. It shuts down Celesteela, it shuts down Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria is definitely another one to consider. Also as well, on a 50-50 on Roserade, I'm happy to click it. I was max special attack as well because it gave me the best chance to 2-shot Celesteela with Heatwave. Also as well, I thought Taunt was nice for Nidoqueen if I predicted it come late game. I really sort of thought as well, Doggy doesn't want to be taunted, although he sort of happened to elect to use Alolan Doggy as that mon. So we just thought, that's nice. Next up we have Choice CJ being our Heatran. Now Heatran definitely underwent a few changes, and I made one last minute change, which I think was very, very, very important going into the match, which was dropping sub on Heatran for that Flash Cannon. I thought that I had enough ways to quote unquote deal with Mega Altaria. But I had Magma Storm, Earth Power, Flash Cannon. Magma Storm is really, really nice. It traps things, traps Selly, and you just play very aggressive with it. Arcanine was really in a predicament in this game. It was either Flash Fire or Intimidate. I did think Intimidate was a must, but I could definitely see him going either way. And I thought, even then, Banded Arcanine still has to go for Bulldoze, and that is its best move to hit Heatran with, besides Power Herb Dig. But I think Banded Bulldoze is more, and that's what I was thinking about. I also thought that Stealth Rock with Heatran gave me the most opportunities to do so, therefore that's why I elected to choose Heatran. Speed creeps, it's very fast, very offensive this week because it speed creeps Nidoqueen, and then it has Speed Def Investment because I think it takes an HP ground from Black Orb or Roserade. Next up we have Scarf Garchomp, EQ Dragon Claw, Outrage 5-Bang. I also thought that once Celesteela goes down, and provided Mega Altaria is in base form, which is if we need shame IBA deleted itself. That would be a beautiful thing. And that people that speak in the draft chat too much. So I decided that Scarf Garchomp was definitely the play. Sped crept the Roserade from memory, made it really slow. There's no point trying to creep Manectric, and I think as well, Roserade is just a couple of base points faster than Roserade. So I was like, sweet. Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Outrage, Fire Fang. Fire Fang hits the Selly, hits the Roserade, and that was the real thing. I didn't think there was really too much thought that needed to go into Garchomp. Last one this week was the Sticky Web. Sticky Web, beautiful Arachniid. Sticky Web, Liquidation, Leech Life, Mirror Coat. Entire Papa Berry is very Spadef invested. Now, the thing to note about Arachniid is you don't really change too much calcs going 0-2-5-2 with the attack investment, unless it's Liquidation. I had Leech Life specifically for Umbreon. I thought Mirror Coat was actually really nice because I made it so I could live a Specs Manectric Volt Switch, and unless he went out into Umbreon, I just drop it with the beautiful Mirror Coat. It was really bulky. I also thought that Sticky Web was really nice this game because I could force it late game. And that was the thing as well to note, is that once Starmie went down, I didn't think that he had quote-unquote any good hazard removal in the game plan. I think Mega Rotara with Defog was the only other option, but even then, if he is relying upon that, Sticky Web is still definitely viable. Just because if I can force him to go to Defog, it's still a free turn into Mega Medi. And then the Liquidation just hits everything. The Leech Life as well hits the beautiful Starmie and Umbreon, and that will conclude our week 1 battle. Tune in next Thursday to watch me v Max. Peace.